Good morning, YouTube. Heading out of Standing Bear, heading down the road. Got probably about a half-mile road walk before we get to the trail, and then it's uphill for the day. So, all right. So if you come to Standing Bear, expecting a good night's sleep and a restful stay, then you're in the wrong spot. Absolutely in the wrong spot. Slept in a bunkhouse with I don't know, 20 other people, and between the snoring, the talking in their sleep, people up moving around, I mean, you just don't get any sleep. So for me, and this is just me, and I'm not beating up Standing Bear because it has nothing to do with them. The shout out to Hawk at Standing Bear. He's the kind of the caretaker. Man, he kicked ass. Excuse my language. He did a great job, though. He really did. Took care of everything we needed. They've got everything a hiker needs. The shower was broke when we were there, but I wasn't real concerned about that. It was too cold. So, but my money would have been better served just coming here, doing a resupply, and then heading up the trail. So, still not going to call yesterday a Nero because we did over 10 miles. Anything double digits is, in my book, isn't a Nero. But so if you can, mentally and physically, push on past Standing Bear. Stop in, get something warm to eat. But then it's time to, I would head on past. So, and like I said, that's nothing against the establishment. It's just, you're crammed in with other people. It's not restful. So, all right, folks. That's my 2 cents for the morning. Don't mean to sound negative because I'm in a great mood. So, and tonight I'll get to sleep in my tent. All right, out here. It's amazing what a couple thousand feet in elevation does. I mean, look, it's a winter wonderland up here. We're down at... down lower at Standing Bear, wasn't any snow, any ice, anything. So, but we're climbing back up. Today's a lot of climbing for the first portion of the day, and then we should it should moderate a little bit. You're always going to climb. I mean, that's the AT. So. The trail's pretty well maintained. At least it's not slush. Walking in ice water all day. So if I could just keep my feet dry today, that would be great. Excuse me. You'll kind of notice I'm a little stuffy and coughing a lot. I caught a cold the other day, or my cold came back the other day, probably. That's the best way to say it. All right. We'll see you a little farther up the trail. All right, folks. Finally made it up our climb for this morning, and we're at Max Patch. And of course, no views. So, which sucks. But at least it's not snowing or raining. Temperatures are cold, but I don't mind cold temperatures. So, as long as you moderate your body temperature, hiking in this stuff isn't too bad. So, I guess that is the FAA facility right there. So, alright, out here. Alright, real quick update. Alright, this is not Max Patch. This is just grassy bald. So, made a mistake. Max Patch is still a little ways up. So, but That was the FAA facility. So, all right, there's the correction out here. All right, folks, we're coming up to Max Patch. The Max Patch this time. So, I verified with signs. Oh, excuse me. Look at that view. I hope that's coming out on the camera. That's beautiful. But this is a hell of a climb. So, sorry folks, but I am not going to be able to video the whole thing. I'll come back when I get to the top. Okay, so here is the top. I'm yelling a little bit because it's going to be tough for you guys to hear me. So I'm just going to kind of show it, and then you can see the views for yourself. Absolutely beautiful, but brutally cold. All right, folks, out. I'm back. We passed up our shelter that we had planned on staying at today, which was Roaring Forks, because we just got there too early. We got there at 3 o'clock, so we've pressed on, and we've actually decided we're going to hit the next shelter, which is Walnut Mountain Shelter, which is going to put us pretty close to an 18-19 mile day, somewhere in that neighborhood. But you know, we feel good. Tomorrow's a town day. Gonna take a 0, so that just gets us closer to town. So, the weather's been cooperative today. It's been chilly, but you can deal with cold. It's just snow and rain makes it more difficult, but we haven't had anything like that today. As you know, as you saw, excuse me, the wind on Max Patch was hellacious. So, but that was neat. That was probably the best view that I have had on the entire Appalachian Trail. So I was happy for that. Finally, to get a view. But all right, I'm gonna put you away for a little bit, and we'll pick back up when we get where we're going. Out. All right, good morning, jeez. Good evening, folks. Just finishing up. We did not end up going to Walnut Mountain Shelter because we ran into Fresh Ground. Fresh Ground cooked us dinner, chili, grilled cheese sandwiches, chips, hot cocoa. Oh, it was great. So he was set up about a mile before the shelter, and he actually told us that we didn't want to go to the shelter anyways. It wasn't very, very good. And he told us about this campsite, so we're kind of set up here. So I just wanted to kind of finish up today. We ended up doing 19 miles today, which is good. It's our biggest day. So hopefully there's more days like that to come. But all right, guys, we will set up again tomorrow. I'll see if I can't video with Fresh Ground tomorrow. All right, out.